Welcome to Maui. As the second largest Hawaiian island, Maui is packed with both incredible things to do and see. With breathtaking landscapes, vibrant marine life, kind hospitality, and delicious food, it is hard not to fall in love with this tropical paradise. Come with us as we show you our favorite activities on Maui and help you plan the perfect trip to this beautiful island. We arrived in Maui on Saturday afternoon, and after grabbing our rental car, headed straight to Foodland to grab snacks and groceries for the week. While there, we got some of the famous Foodland poke, which was delicious. The ahi tuna was some of the freshest tuna that we have ever had, and it was a great start to our trip.
We opted to stay in the Hyatt in Kaanapali as we found a great last-minute deal on Red Week. After checking into the resort, we hit the hay early, excited for our action-packed week.
Little did we know our trip to Maui would become unforgettable for reasons that we didn't expect. For our first day, Rachel and I set out to do what many of you know is one of our favorite activities, snorkeling. Most of the best snorkeling on Maui is found on the northwest side of the island, and we began the morning at Napili Bay. Napili Bay is a beautiful and calm beach with no waves. In our opinion, it is one of the best and most accessible snorkeling spots on Maui. After the morning snorkeling, we had built up quite an appetite, and so we headed just a short 8-minute walk to the Gazebo for brunch. Known for their fluffy macadamia nut pancakes and iconic views, the Gazebo is one of the best and most popular breakfast places on the island. We tried to go here a few times while on the island and found the best time to go with the shortest line was around 10:30 or 11 for brunch.
After our delicious breakfast, we headed to Slaughterhouse Beach for some more snorkeling and relaxing in the sun. While snorkeling, we had one of the coolest sea turtle interactions that we've ever had, where the turtles literally swam straight past us. This was a reminder to us of why we love snorkeling. We can never anticipate the types of interactions we will have and just how beautiful the underwater world can be. After Slaughterhouse Beach, we drove a half mile down the road to Honolua Bay for our final snorkel location of the day.
Honolua Bay is probably our favorite snorkeling spot on Maui. It is a little bit more challenging to get to as you need to take a small walk from the road to the bay, but the walk is absolutely beautiful. It goes through what is known as the Enchanted Forest, and as we walked through the beautiful trees and vines, it felt like for a moment that we were on another planet. The bay at Honolua goes on for what feels like forever, with so much to explore and a lot of great snorkeling. While we were there, we saw huge schools of fish, which were stunning. After Honolua Bay, we headed back to our hotel and made the scenic Kaanapali beach walk to Whalers Village for dinner at Monkeypod. With fresh, farm-to-table local ingredients and a relaxed atmosphere, in our opinion, Monkeypod is definitely a must-try restaurant when visiting Maui. It was truly the perfect way for us to top off our amazing first full day on Maui.
For our second full day in Maui, we set off to explore Maui's spectacular nature in the central and northern parts of the island. We began our day by heading to the Eau Valley State Monument. Reservations are required to visit, but in our experience, this is not an issue as we were able to make one the night before. The valley is home to the iconic Eau Needle, which is a 1,200-foot tall spire-like rock formation that is covered in greenery. It was beautiful and peaceful to walk through the park and learn about some of the history of Maui.
After taking in the I'au Needle, we headed just 8 minutes into Wailuku for lunch at Ichiban Okazuya. This Japanese Hawaiian fusion is locally owned, takeout only, and incredibly delicious. After grabbing our lunch, we headed to the Waihee Ridge Trail. As arguably Maui's best and most popular ridge trail, it provides panoramic views of Maui and the lush valley below. One of the highlights for us was seeing the changing vegetation and ecosystems as we climbed to the top. Unfortunately, when we got to the top, we were covered in a cloud and couldn't see much, but the views while hiking up were spectacular nonetheless. As we made our way down the hike, I slipped on wet clay and landed on my finger. It was surreal how quickly my emotion shifted from the bliss of this beautiful trail that we were on to fear and uncertainty of how this might impact my job and the activities that I love to do. At the emergency room, we learned that I had dislocated my finger, and after using a diamond tip saw to cut off my wedding ring and then resetting my finger, they sent us on our way. Thankfully for my job, I learned pretty quickly to type using only 3 fingers, and after 2 months, I was pretty much back to doing everything I did before. This experience quickly reminded us of how grateful we are to have good health and to be pain-free most days of our lives, as these really are big things that we too often take for granted. After the hospital, we made our way to the north side of the island to go to the Nakalele Blowhole. Though we'd originally planned to drive around the south side of the island, the nurse at the hospital recommended that we take the north route for its beauty.
It was indeed beautiful, but the roads were incredibly narrow, making it a bit stressful. After around an hour, we made it to the Nakalele Blowhole. This powerful natural phenomenon shoots water 50 feet in the air, which is super cool to see. The surrounding area also offers stunning views of the rugged coastline. There is something almost therapeutic about watching the waves crash into the black lava rock, and we loved our stop at the Blowhole. After the Blowhole, we stopped at Whalers Village again to enjoy the atmosphere and got some delicious poke along with Hawaiian shave ice to finish off our second full day on Maui.
For our third day, we started the morning with a relaxing visit to Kaua'u Beach. This beautiful stretch of coastline is known for its sea turtle sightings, and we were not disappointed as we saw massive turtles. After spending some time relaxing at the beach and admiring the beautiful sea turtles, we made our way to one of Maui's most iconic restaurants for lunch, Mama's Fish House. Mama's Fish House is renowned for its incredible seafood that is freshly caught every day. The challenge is that in the summer, reservations often fill up months in advance. Thankfully, we learned that if you do not have a reservation, you can arrive with a small group right as they open and potentially be seated at the bar. Rachel and I arrived 5 minutes before they opened and were quickly seated at the bar.
We began our meal with the Haleakalā beef over papaya, which looking back was maybe the highlight of the meal. The savory beef combined with the sweet papaya was super fresh and a unique combination. For our main courses, we got the ahi and mahi curry and the kampachi with crab and lobster and a macadamia nut crust. Both were incredibly delicious and certainly some of the best seafood that we have ever had. While the meal was very expensive, we felt like it was worth it to experience once for the food, atmosphere, and overall luxurious yet relaxed dining experience.
After lunch, we got some delicious shave ice and walked around the picturesque town of Paia to do some shopping. After a relaxing afternoon in Paia, we headed to Haleakalā National Park to see a completely different side of Maui. It felt like we were entering an entirely different planet as we approached the towering volcano standing at over 10,000 feet above sea level.
The drive up was breathtaking as we started in a warm weather tropical rainforest with lush greenery and ended in a high altitude desert terrain where we needed a coat. At the top, we explored the various viewpoints and even got to see a group of nene, which was amazing. This bird primarily walks and is found only in Hawaii. Getting to watch them wander around in person was a truly unexpected highlight. After around 2 hours at the summit, the sun started to set and Jason and I enjoyed our dinner while watching a spectacular sunset above the clouds. Watching the sunset over the water at 10,000 feet above sea level was a truly breathtaking experience.
We woke up early the next morning excited to explore one of the most scenic drives in the world, the road to Hana. When exploring the road to Hana, we would recommend waking up as early as possible to beat the crowds and ensure you have time to see and do everything you want. Our biggest piece of advice is to map out beforehand the specific activities you are planning to do, as you can easily get sidetracked and miss out on some of the activities that you really want to do. The first stop for us was the famous Twin Falls. As potentially the most popular stop on the road to Hana, the main trail takes you to 3 beautiful waterfalls that you can swim in and enjoy.
After Twin Falls, we made our way to the Keanae Arboretum to see the famous grove of rainbow eucalyptus trees. The rainbow trees were a bit anticlimactic, but it was beautiful and a peaceful half-mile walk regardless. After the Arboretum, we drove to halfway to Hana, where we stopped for the legendary Hana banana bread. Made with locally grown bananas and served to you warm out of the oven, the banana bread is truly a must-try when visiting Hana. Our next stop was the Hana Lava Tube. As one of the less popular stops, the Hana Lava Tube is an informative way to learn about the volcanic activity of the area and a great way to get out of the afternoon sunshine. It was super cool to walk through the half-mile tunnel and see the walls that literally looked like melted chocolate.
After the lava tube, we made our way to Hana Town, where we stopped for a quick lunch before heading to Hana Bay Beach Park. While it may not be as picturesque as the famous Waihee Beach, it's a great alternative with a more local feel, particularly if you don't have a reservation for Waihee State Park. After relaxing for 30 minutes, we headed to Wailua Falls. This iconic 80-foot waterfall is easily accessible from the main road and is a must-see stop on the road to Hana. Known as the classic Hawaiian waterfall, its photogenic beauty makes it a popular stop for travelers. After taking in the beauty of Wailua Falls, we headed to the pools of Ohe'o, also known as the 7 Sacred Pools. Situated at the base of the PPY Trail, these pools are a series of freshwater basins fed by cascading waterfalls. We enjoyed stunning views of the coastline and the pools before making our way up the PPY Trail to the towering bamboo forest. Walking on the boardwalk through the dense bamboo was an incredibly serene and peaceful experience. Rachel and I both agreed that this was the most impressive bamboo forest that we'd ever been to.
After making our way through the bamboo forest, we arrived at Waimoku Falls. This 400-foot tall waterfall sits at the end of the trail, surrounded by towering cliffs covered in lush greenery. As our final stop on the road to Hana, this was truly the perfect way to end our action-packed day exploring this beautiful part of the world. There are very few places we have been to with so much beauty packed so closely together. The road to Hana was truly special. We felt like we could have easily spent the entire week exploring all the hikes, waterfalls, and beaches it has to offer.
We woke up the next morning excited for the day planned, but sad that this was our final day in this tropical paradise. We began the day at Makena Beach, otherwise known as Big Beach. Big Beach is one of Maui's most beautiful and iconic beaches with a 1-mile shoreline that is over 100 feet wide. With clear blue waters and an impressive shore break, Big Beach is a great place to spend the morning relaxing in the sun. After Big Beach, we headed to the nearby black sand beach, Oneuli Beach. This hidden gem of South Maui is a quiet and secluded black sand beach known for its dramatic volcanic landscape.
After spending the second half of our morning relaxing at Oneuli Beach, we made our way to Paia Fish Market for what may have been our favorite meal of the trip. I ordered the mahi burger while Jason opted for the Cajun-style mahi fresh catch plate. Both dishes were delicious and we felt the fish quality matched high-end restaurants at a much lower price. Paia Fish Market is, in our opinion, a must-try food experience for seafood lovers in Maui. After a delicious lunch, we headed to Mo'olelo Harbor for a snorkel excursion to the Molokini crater. Known for its clear waters and steep drop-offs, we couldn't wait to experience what we were told was the best snorkeling on Maui.
To our dismay, strong winds and rough sea conditions meant that we couldn't make it out to the Molokini crater and instead had to opt for a snorkel spot more sheltered from the elements. While we were a bit disappointed, we still thoroughly enjoyed being out on the boat in the sunshine, and surprisingly the snorkeling spot ended up having some of the best hard corals that we've seen on any Hawaiian island. We later learned that it is somewhat common for conditions to prevent trips to the Molokini crater, and to maximize your chances of reaching it, it's best to take the morning snorkeling tour.
After our tour, we returned to our hotel and savored a beautiful final sunset on the island while reflecting on our action-packed week in Maui. The island offered us an incredible tapestry of experiences, from snorkeling with vibrant marine life to watching the sunset above the clouds at 10,000 feet, and discovering towering waterfalls hidden beyond enchanting bamboo forests. Maui was truly one of a kind. Each day brought a new adventure and a unique way to experience the island's rich beauty.
Travel truly is a privilege, and we left Maui with a renewed emphasis on the importance of balancing motion and stillness in life. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life and the pursuit of the next milestone. Maui reminded us of the importance and need of occasional stillness for long-term sustainable growth. As always, if you have the opportunity to visit Maui and experience all that it has to offer, we would highly recommend it. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, it would really help us out if you gave it a like and subscribed. We have tons more travel content we are excited to show you. As always, we hope you have an amazing day.